I thank you that their days are known to you. Their times are in
The Book of Psalms. Psalm 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord, and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger, and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath, is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth, and payeth not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy, and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful, and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil, and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints, they are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and, lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, he is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them, and deliver them, he shall deliver them from the wicked, and save them, because they trust in him.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to Talk Jamaica. Sunday, the 19th of July. Good morning, morning, and welcome. Welcome to all the Portland Spice ambassadors, all subscribers and viewers. If you are here for the first time, a very special welcome to you. This is Portland Spice TV, straight out of Portland, Jamaica. Jamaica Spice, Caribbean Spice. All Caribbean, one people. Morning and welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy to be with you this Sunday morning. Yeah, man. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Yes, Jamaica, it's your morning to speak. We open the phone lines from the beginning of the show because it's a morning that we give people a chance. The Sunday morning show is called Talk Jamaica. The Saturday morning show is the Colin Bell Show. And when we come on a Monday morning or any other morning, it's Talk Jamaica. Ed Boy, good morning. I haven't heard you in a little while, sir. Yes, the GPS license has been discussed. You know, I made a video some time ago that the government had signed off on giving GPS the new license. And they backtrack because the Minister of Finance came out and told us that the multilaterals will be lending GPS 450 million. Was that true? So I want to ask Desmond if that truth matters. Because our leaders seems like they want to tell us when truth matter and when it don't matter. Vincent, good morning. Did the truth matter when Favour Williams came to the parliament and told us that the multilaterals going to lend GPS? It has already been approved that GPS would get $450 million from the multilaterals. Did that the truth matter then? Neville?
Mr. Bell, my brother, how you do, man?
Wagwan, uncle.
Why me there, Colin? Me there, man. I feel big up Portland Spice TV, man.
Respect and
Well
thanks,
educated and informative program, man. I have learned a lot over here, man.
That is the intention. Yes. That is the intention, to be well informative
man.
and educated.
Yeah, man. Especially about the economy, because I am someone who follow the economy daily, you know. Colin, what the hell is going on in West Portland in the PNP camp, and he's hiding it?
PNP now have no camp in West Portland. No camp not there right now. No camp not there West Portland right now.
May I hear you?
There's no camp there right now. There's nothing going on in West Portland right now. The caretakers resigned. So no camp not there.
Oh, I caught you before the mirror with the trousers down, man.
No, never. You can't catch me with my trousers down. No.
Why you hide it? Why you hide it?
We're not hiding it. You ask, hold on, you realize, you say what is happening in the PNP camp in West Portland?
Yes.
And when me say no camp, no did they?
But why me have to ask?
Then, listen.
Why me have to ask?
Then hold on. Are you aware, hold on, but are you aware that there's no GLP camp? Hold on, man. So, how come me never tell us no GLP camp not at West Portland neither? The GLP is non-exist in East Portland, I mean. There's no GLP left in East Portland. The GLP is non-existent in East Portland. Me never come tell you that neither.
You know, so we have a camp.
Which camp? From Anne-Marie get her backside bus election night. She don't look back out East Portland. The office never, from that the office no open. No camp, no that East Portland for GLP. So it balance. We have a camp for GLP at West Portland, no PNP. A camp for PNP at East Portland, no GLP. It balance. But me never can tell you that neither. Hey, all the girl will beat me, no nephew. The counselor will beat me. Nobody can find her, you know. The people in the fellowship division, every time they see me, they bow and salute. I say, Shaka, we apologize. The labor rights them. They said that they know that I would be a better counselor. But they had to do what they had to do on the day of election because of what happened.
Me not gonna lie. Me hear people for choose say them blunder where you is concerned.
Yeah, man, big time. But you see, it was their last. It was their last, you know. I never me lose the election, you know. It was the people of Fellowship Division who lost the election, not me.
But we're gonna beat you again, you know, Chuck.
Beat me.
We're gonna beat me.
Let me tell you something, nephew. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You know why we won back the Fellowship Division in the general election?
Yes.
Because I was on the ground and execute the plans that I had. Because I had the same plan for the local government election, you know, but honestly, nephew, I never execute them. Because I depended on other people who said them know the politics to execute.
You alone can't do it. You alone can't.
No, so but you see, this in the last election, nephew, me run the ground. Run the ground. So me learn from a mistake and me run the ground myself. And I see them with me the plan to beat them, you know. Not by a lot, because I know they have the whole heap of money, but the strategy was to beat them by a few. And when we do it in September, me say yes. Them can't beat me again, nephew. Never. They can't beat me again.
All right.
Me learn. I tell you, me learn, nephew. Me learn, man. Hey, let me tell you something, nephew.
You learn.
Well, I'm tell you something. And at the first, me I got taught this. And me beat them in the general election, you know. We put in a strategy in the Fellowship Division and the Fear Division. And we delivered, we execute to a plumb the strategy and beat them in the general election. Remember me tell you, man. But me not come out and beat up my chest, you know, because I hear some people that claim it, say that them make them. Ask them what strategy them put in. Them not put in no strategy, man.
Yes, we know say very good at it, man.
Yeah, man.
With this name,
the producer said to tell you that I lost the election, but I won life. I won in the cycle of life. I am victorious.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Me hear one name over West Portland, Ryan Simpson. Ryan.
But you know, see, West Portland him come from, nephew.
Who is this person?
Well, and you know, it's West Portland him come from.
Popular food. You didn't come from the same district.
Yeah, man, me growing man. Me and him bigger brother used to par. So I grew that youth. So
who is this Ryan? Was he a labor man at one time?
Let me tell you something. Ryan mother is a strong comrade. And then him go labor, and then him sing him Sankey and find him way back home. And he was warned by his mother. Him tell me, you know, say mother did warn him, say no come over there, you know. Yeah, man. Him say mother warned him never to come over there. And him come over there and get burned. But Ryan would be a good candidate for West Portland. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He'd be a good candidate and he would have my support.
You Ed boy. Ed boy is a joke, kind of. Ed boy they have an interest in running in our division.
Ed boy is a strategist, I can tell you that. Hey, let me tell you something. You say Ed boy, nephew? Ed boy is one of the person who is witness to the strategy where me put in to win the general election in East Portland. Ed boy was at the final meeting and stand up there and hear the charge given and hear the strategy. Yeah?
Yes.
Ed boy was there. And when we executed election day, because not hey, me not say nothing more about it. Let me leave it. Cause I don't tell you something else, but I not say it. Let me leave it for another time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All
Because,
right,
because
Colin.
nephew, certain
Well,
people, you know,
yeah.
on election day, you know, when it reached 3 o'clock, certain
Mhm.
people give up, you know, and say we lose, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
When I told them what I was going to do, them never believe.
Yes.
I never understand it.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
producer, Natalie Wright, she was in charge of the
Yes.
Fair Real division. And me in
Yes.
charge of the fellowship division. Because we know we're going to win
Yes.
Port Antonio. And we know we're going to win Prospect. But
Yes.
I
Yes.
never sure we was going to win it big enough. So we know we had to win back fellowship. And we had to
Mhm.
put that strategy in place to
Mhm.
carry to them
Mhm.
late. Certain people
Yes.
believe it or come home early. So when 3 o'clock, and it not
Yes.
come home, 4 o'clock and it
Yes.
not come home, people are fret. And when I get a
Yes. They
call,
don't know
when I get a call, I say, Remy, say, calm down on yourself, man. Calm down on
Yes.
yourself, Shaka up on the road. Yeah, man. Deal with it, Neville, man.
Well, all right, Colin. All right. The day
Bless
will
you.
come again, boy.
Yes, man.
The day-
And we're going to beat them properly, man. Little more. It's the People's Morning. 1-876-804-7072. Portland Spice TV welcomes you. Good morning. Talk Jamaica.
Good morning, Colin. Time to take my call.
Morning, sir.
I have a few questions for you.
Yes.
The first one, do you have a date in your calendar when you're bringing on somebody to speak and educate the people on how to do an action lawsuit against the government?
I did. I
people
don't know if you heard. I did ask Bert Samuels about it, you know, and he gave us some ideas. So I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. I know. Well, a public arrest is dangerous because if you arrest somebody,
I heard about the citizen arrest already, but
right.
he didn't touch on from my
So like we want to,
really,
you mean like we want to sue the government? That's
yeah,
not.
we need to be educated how to take our lawsuit against the people who are misusing taxpayers' money.
No,
That's
but that
point.
is not difficult, you know. That one you just need a lawyer and be able to either pay a lawyer or get a lawyer who would work pro bono. You understand?
Yeah, but you see me now, Colin. What I'm saying, the public need to be educated. You know what I mean? They know the ground they stand on before they make a move. You know what I mean? Because some people are very skeptical about taking on government. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yesterday morning, I should have had Clyde Williams. Something came up. He messaged me and said he couldn't make it again. We're still trying to get him because he's one of the top attorneys. He's also a tutor at the Norman Manley Law School. So we're trying to bring him on. And when he comes on, then we can ask him some of those questions, because I think it is critical for the people of Jamaica to start taking the government to court, because some of the things that the government is getting away with, we can't just sit down and depend on the opposition, because we must also remember that the opposition, they are politicians as well. And the PNP thinks different from the GLP, because they are always conscious that we are not going to be in power all the time. And the same thing you do when you are out of power can happen to you when you are in power. The GLP don't think that way.
Colin, when John Public is fully educated about how to take out action lawsuit against people who misuse their taxpayer money, these people who misuse taxpayer money will be very cautious of how they go about business. All right, let me say this to you. See?
Yes.
Like for instance, now, they say that your tax money go to fixing without moving garbage.
Yes.
Right? And these people are collecting their pay and on garbage is moved.
No, not just hold on. It's part of it's your land tax money. Your land tax money go to the municipal corporation. Your car license money go to the municipal corporation. Because truth be told, you know, I think we need to sue the mayor of Port Antonio. Because that man is collecting our money and doing no work, you know, man. Nothing for it, you know.
Colin, let me finish my point. Because you're certainly right. I mean, I'm on a particular point. The point I'm trying to make, you know, you can't have people who's taking taxpayers' money. Give a person who have a political, have some political attachment. Give him a job to fix road. When this guy have never even do a course and how to even to do roads. You know, no
but you
qualification.
talk about road, never do a house flooring.
Yeah, listen, me, Colin. These guys, they people who are political attachment, and they come up with a little tractor and a 10-pound roller, and spread the command and walk away, and that we set up so they were gone, and that is taxpayer money going to drain. The point I'm making now, that these things got to stop.
Yes. Yeah,
and the only way you can stop them is take them to drag them before the courts and make them tell you how they spend your money and why this man is doing the road. He has no qualification of doing the road, and the road doesn't last for more than a rainfall. That need to stop, Colin.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the reason why I'm emphasizing that you get somebody on, if possible, to
I agree.
specifically
I agree.
speak and
because
to do
I think
action.
I think I'd want to take the Portland Municipal Corporation to court. I am seriously thinking about it because the town of Port Antonio is in a deplorable condition, and it don't have to be that way. We might not have a lot of resource, but if we organize and coordinate better, the town of Port Antonio can look much better. Please share up the live, everybody. Like up the live. Please take a minute and share the live with all and sundry. It is Talk Jamaica. 1-876-804-7072. That's the number to call if you want to participate in the program this morning. You can call us straight or you can call us on WhatsApp. 1-876-804-7072. We, the people, need to do something.
Colin, Colin, what the public need to do, the John public need to know that when you sue the government, you make the government pay back for your law fees. You know what I mean? So
yes, when you win,
important that you get somebody who get somebody who can educate the public. You know what I mean? So the public don't have a we call it now, shaking their legs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They stand firm because they know where they stand. You know what I mean?
Because when you sue, you can claim cost as well.
Definitely.
I was brought to court the other day, and the people who carried me to court, in their court papers, they wanted costs. So when we win the case, the judge said no costs.
Anyway, Colin, it's very important that I'm asking you, if you're going to get somebody, then you give us a date when the person is coming on to educate
I'm going to work on
the public.
I'm going to work on it.
And all right, let me move on to something else. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And next question. Any person or politician that use the Minister of Education as their personal cash cow, do those people care about the education of Jamaican people?
I don't know, because the Minister of Education said the other day, and I'm trying to find the clip, where she said that the schools not going to finish on time because they don't have contractors. I want to say to the Minister of Education, you must pick Jamaican contractors and stop look for GLP contractors.
No, the point I'm making, Colin, is that the person, the politician that use
the government
use
is
the Ministry of Education as their personal cash cow. Do they care about the Jamaican people being educated?
I don't know if they care.
Speaking
well, listen carefully. I'm going to tell you this now. Saying those people who use the Ministry of Education as their personal cash cow does not care about Jamaican education. Does not care about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't steal from a child's education. You don't steal from it.
On that topic, caller, I want to ask all the praying people to fast and pray that God will deal with those who are stealing from our children. Yeah, man. Fast and pray.
Colin.
Yes.
Well, we is only one get caught, but there was people before him.
No, but there's people right now who are stealing from the coffers. There are people in there right now, who are stealing from the education and coffers, because them have a practice of stealing from the Ministry of Education, brother. Practice.
Listen me, Colin. The person who is head of the stream of the no party. I'm telling you, Colin.
No, but hold on. Let me say something to you. It was when he was Minister of Education, that the Integrity Commission, that Wisconsin matter, in which the Integrity Commission said that they found enough on which to charge him. But because of the passage of time, and there was no statute of limitation in that kind of crime, they choose not to charge him. So,
Colin, I'm blowing a trumpet. That guy was the main architect in the misuse in the milking of the education ministry.
Well, let's see. The judge the judge said the case would really have to try. So let's see. Thank you for the call this morning, my brother.
Take care, mate.
One love. Hold on,
the government is facing pushback from a local development organization in its...
No, it's not that clip I want. Is it this?
Ministry of Finance is reporting that tax revenue fell.
Not that clip either.
The government is facing pushback from a local development organization in its choice of agency to lead Jamaica's...
Are looking for a clip, my listeners, from the Ministry of Education, the minister.
The government collected more than $20 billion.
Not that.
Good morning. I'm Paula Ann Porter-Jones, and these are the stories from the Radio Jamaica News Center. Misguided. He says the statement reflects a flawed understanding of the role of the Integrity Commission.
Not that.
Commission.
Hold on there, Junior. Hold on there. Because, no, I want to find this clip from the Ministry of the Minister of Education, man. It's critical.
Of wealth declarations by members.
It's critical. Dana Morris Dixon told us that the school them now fix up.
Parity as political representative. Disagreements have surfaced over the proposed electoral boundary.
All right, let me leave it. I'm not finding it right away. Can I do one more try? One more try.
Government Minister Matthew Samuta has questioned whether the...
All right, I'm going to leave it till I find it. Go ahead, Junior.
Morning.
Morning.
Dana Morris Dixon was saying a couple of days ago that the reason why the schools in Western Jamaica were not yet fixed, because they have a problem with workforce and contractors.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying to her that they need to stop looking for GLP contractors and give the work to Jamaican contractors. But I wanted to find the clip so that my listeners could hear it. But I know it is in the lineup, but I'm not finding it right now. They need to find Jamaican contractors.
I live in a community, right, where all them young boys have a trade. All of them have a trade. No care what them do with them life, them have a trade.
Yes.
And I am wondering how come them not working, and I hear that there's a shortage of skilled workers in Western Jamaica. And I am in Western Jamaica. I'm in North Trelawney.
Neville,
so,
Junior.
Somebody tell lie.
Junior, this government don't listen. You see, right after the hurricane, all of the work could have been done, you know. Because you see, right up to 2-3 months after the hurricane, Jamaicans would be willing to go down to the west to work. And I was saying to the government, strike while the iron is hot. When everybody wanted to give. After a while, nobody now paid no mind. The government missed a perfect opportunity to mobilize the country. So when I hear people like Cliff Hughes now talk about people still suffer, I said to them, you know, a hypocrite. You know the weapon we farm against Jamaica. Because if at the time you all were saying what we were saying, the government would have moved. But because there were people who were saying, no, the government are do what they can't do. And the time, pray and where you want government to do. All the little bop idiot.
A nationwide event here.
So them do what?
Nationwide, at them invent car.
At them invent car?
Yeah.
Oh, me not understand that. Tell me.
They were telling me, say, them invent something when they make a long time.
Oh.
And them invent car.
Okay. All right. I get you. I get you.
They are not do. What was I talk about? Are you give Harrison visa for leave Jamaica?
He left?
Harrison go Peru.
He got Peru?
Yeah, I saw meeting.
No, because
I imagine what going like country.
I know that. Because we signed the agreement with the US so he get a blind. Hey, tala. Hey, tala. Hey, tala.
Are you talking? Look like you know them secret.
Those are the reasons why the TCN agreement was signed. People get a blind.
You see the secret them, what the government are keep. You can imagine Chang live now, north, west St. James, you know. Chang can situate there by beach, and he couldn't even go see it. And now he gone to Peru.
Hey, where you say?
Chang couldn't go to the airport, but then catch him. And now he gone to Peru. Anyway.
You get a fly out.
You have the belly to do a autopsy.
I think I could. I think I could stand up and do it. Yes, I think I could.
All right.
I'll watch it done.
You can do a autopsy at the bank meltdown in Jamaica in the 90s.
I think we have done that, Junior. I think we have done that with the senior surgeon, Ralston Hyman.
You realize that the National Bank.
But I know it's not. Hold on. I know it's not a surgeon that do the autopsy, but we did an autopsy on the bank meltdown that was supervised by the chief surgeon at the hospital, Ralston Hyman.
I don't know if it
no, man, we know it's
by
them name. Go ahead, Jonah.
When Saga borrowed the 30 million from Central National,
yes,
he borrowed the money to build Carinosa,
And that time Siaga was Minister of Finance and Prime Minister.
But listen to the trick. You remember Siaga was saying to court for pay taxes and he didn't carry the court, but he case to the Privy Council.
Yes,
you remember?
And lost.
All right. Now listen to exactly a little joke what happened down there. Them borrow the money and open Carinosa. But remember the name of the place a couple of years after? Enchanted Gardens.
Yes.
So what Siaga did was to create some holding companies and change the names of the company not to pay the taxes.
Hold on a little bit. Hold on a little bit. Ryan Brown is saying, Colin, Yale University did a case study on the financial meltdown of the 90s. Well, Ryan, maybe you can send it to us or give us a call and tell us what they found. But we know what we found because we did an autopsy as well. Continue, Junior. Because one of the things that we left out, Junior, was that Siaga was taken to court for taxes. And went as far as the Privy Council and lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people don't realize that the reason why that happened was the name change of the company from Carinosa to the Enchanted Gardens.
So that was applied to slip the taxes.
Yes, that was the strategy. And then the other big thing now in Jamaica, the people in Montego Bay mainly and Kingston were living very high on the hog,
Hold on. The mortician is not the one who do the autopsy, It's the pathologist do the autopsy. Not the mortician.
Tell them from me.
No.
Yeah, so what happened is that when the businessmen in Montego Bay went to the banks to borrow money, them host and them wife and them picking as the collateral,
And them use the same thing all 3 different banks.
Right. And then no, I used to work at the airport in Montego Bay in the 90s. You see, on a Friday morning, Colin, they leave and they go Miami and New York.
Go shop now and come back.
And the flights, I shop and come back Sunday evening.
Ooh.
So a lot of that money went away. Can't remember it's US dollar. The man never go away, you know.
Yes, man. Then if you have a shop. If you have a shop America, you have to carry US.
Thank you. And then you have businessmen in Montego Bay who would go on the North Coast. Right?
Yes.
And I remember, you know, the man who have their yacht.
Mm-hmm.
The man who have yacht calling, then go place like Havana, Turks and Caicos, Bahamas and Cayman, and come back on the weekend now.
Yeah, man, them just sail down and come back and burn some fuel.
So when these men went under, I remember say, I don't know if you know, but I would have a man and their wife mash up in a Montego Bay, you know. And then they were mashed up because of the bad investment, you know, and the bad lodgement who are the one they make, you know. Most of them businessmen in Montego Bay, you know, the money are here in bank and the interest only can draw 4 out, you know.
No,
so
there's no interest there. No interest not paying that bank.
Right. So when them broke now and mash up, you want the people of Jamaica to bail them out. And these are the people.
But the people of Jamaica did bail them out, Junior. They were bailed out by the people of Jamaica.
Some of them.
Yes.
But the money mainly, and them never get, and them lose them house and them something there and I tell me, you was not for them, you know.
Yeah, and then some of them come, well, and some of them all come a ball, or them lose them house and them lose this through Finsack.
And let them borrow the money and do what they want to do with it. Because them never invest in anything what could earn money, you know. Remember, say, Siaga send free son holiday bus them a Montego Bay, you know, and thrifty rent a car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Siaga send down a
Siaga was a major part of the destruction of the Jamaican economy. I would love to have a discussion with Andrew. Hold on. I would love to have a discussion with Andrew Wellness about the Jamaican economy, you know. I'd love to. Andrew, you can't debate me and win me on the Jamaican economy. Unless you're going to talk the truth, which you and I would be saying the same thing. But the things that you have been talking about the Jamaican economy, when you make up your face and skin up your face and talk about Finsack, where were you working when Finsack was implemented? Were you working with anybody who was bailed out by Finsack, Prime Minister Andrew Wellness? Those are some questions that you need to answer. But wrap up, Junior, wrap up.
Probably the first time we hear the name Andrew Wellness, because he was involved in a circle business, you know.
Yeah, tell her.
We never knew who. Saga come down and Mobile and take away son holiday bus, you know.
Him did have shares in the company?
Yes. They were also when 50 car rental. They will say some of them company and Saga lend them money to open, you know. Because Mobile went home with a whole for tour company and rent a car.
Yes.
I just say money ain't going. Remember say one of the major man they were go down in the bed down. He remember the top rally car for Phoenix son, you know.
Oh?
The Toyota GT4.
How would that buy that the car there?
Right?
Junior, how would that?
You know? Pantan.
Oh, Tolo. Junior, I have you on for a little while. I'm going to run so give some other people a chance. Bless you, my brother. One love.
Cool. Yeah, man, cool.
1-876-804-7072. Good morning. This is Talk Jamaica. Hello? All right. You see, this Jamaica, you know, is a place with a whole heap of history. But I would really, really love to have a debate with the GLP bloggers who out there tell lie. Because when you hear the talk about the economy They're not telling you that in 1980, Jamaica's debt to GDP was 63%, you know. And then by 1989, Jamaica debt to GDP got to 262%. Hey! One man around the place said this Yaga. Where say they can't debate, they can't argue. Morning caller, welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Morning, Colin, what going?
Why with they here, I put out the truth. The GLP have a series of meeting and them say truth matters. So we want to talk to them about the truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, because we get a notice from Manning's High School.
Yes.
So them are gonna have a media briefing. I think July 23rd.
I wonder if I should have talked to the principal. Because I know the principal for Manning's, you know.
Yeah, man. Them say school now open back for September with the kids them and all that because it's open, but they must still be under tent, you know.
Yeah, because as I said, and you heard Juna say, the Minister of Education in the press briefing the other day said that the work on the schools will not be completed by September. And one of the reasons she's citing is that they can't find enough contractors. And I am saying to the Minister of Education, give the work to Jamaican contractors and not GLP contractors, because what the government is doing is ensuring that the contractors who get the work are GLP contractors. You know if you tappy now. Continue, caller.
Yeah, Colin, because me even go up White House a couple of days ago and take a picture of the market. And the market people will have the clothes and stuff in ourselves.
Yeah.
Colin, me send the picture and the video. If you look at it, you will see it. If close them like market, same way, there's no tap, nothing there. Nothing is there, Colin. I was talking to a couple of the people as well. And they said nothing as yet. Close them still on the ground up there. I send the videos them to you and the pictures, and if you look at it, man, it's crazy. Trust me, it's crazy, man. Send me a video and also some pictures too.
You sent me a video and some pictures.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So if you look on it, you see how you close. It look awful, Colin. Look like deserted, man.
Oh, which market this?
A White House market.
White House
the close
market.
Inside. Where people normally selling
White
and
House
stuff
that
like
is
that.
in Westmoreland.
Yeah, man. I don't over there. Yeah.
Hold on. I see the picture, my brother. What's my name in this house?
Look crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Say no help, still no help, brother. No help for them, no help, not at all, you know. But they say economy I do well, you know. So as me say, even my house not calling get damaged, you know, and I don't get a dollar, you know.
You don't get a dollar?
They say to a concrete house calling, they not me not get nothing.
So about the roof, you not get nothing for the roof?
Huh?
You not get nothing for the roof?
No, my roof alright, but my windows them blow out and my doors them.
Up? Start it and
go
send
down
me
there
back this picture, yeah. Me send it to the other phone already. Send me back the picture. Turn it on and send me back this picture. Yes, caller, continue.
I know people around me calling not getting no benefit at all, calling nothing there, nothing, they not getting nothing. Then go sign how much time and when they go there, name the pen paper calling. It's just crazy.
So what them tell you say?
My one depend and then come look and they say I'm not entitled to it.
Them say you're not entitled to it. It's all right. I get the picture, Nats. Them say you're not entitled to what? To no assistant?
No assistant, because me have concrete house.
You have concrete house, but if the roof gone.
No, my roof not gone, but my windows them blow out and stuff, you know. Windows blow out and doors and stuff.
And them not help you.
So them say no. They say me need it, you know. Well, Colin, don't I always say, man, don't I always, Colin, trust me, you know, pretty brother, you know, pretty.
Don't they stay bad.
People around me
when did you take this? Hold on, when was this picture taken?
Yesterday, me take that picture, them go White House.
You take that picture, me need to get your contact because I need some things from down there. We need to get back the focus to down west, you know.
Colin, Just link me, Colin, because me there
because
for a while. Me tell me say me there.
the people are being forgotten down at that side, you know.
Whole heap, man. Whole heap of time. Whole heap, Colin. But I me say, me dey on the ground now, Colin, so you can make me know where you want to get done and me just go shoot and just and send on it come to
Yes,
you,
man. Yeah, man. We need because I'm going to put up this picture here right now. Listeners and viewers,
so can see it.
the man same take this picture here yesterday of the White House market. That is in Westmoreland. That is in Eastern Westmoreland, right? Eastern Westmoreland. Man same take this picture yesterday. Yeah. And this is the picture. Look at this picture. The clothes them still up on the ground. So the market not even clean up yet, brother.
Not even clean up, brother. We lock up, not clean up. Not time to the market, brother.
This is everything still there. A ground.
Down
a west. No man, I have to get a link up. We have to make a link up. So I will call you after the program.
Yeah, man, just give me a call so we can make a move if you want.
Yes, no man, definitely. But when you take the picture, then turn the camera crossway, the phone crossway, yeah?
Yeah, man, I even have no go on yourself either. You know, say, me clinic their White House, Colin, close down, see me, Colin, the people go profile.
Wow. But let me ask you something. You're deep on the ground down there. And we always say it because the information we are getting is that people still living under tarpaulin. You're seeing that around you?
Yeah, man, Colin, and what do you, man? People still have no house, brother. No get none yet, brother. I go one place yesterday, I talk to some people, and I might show me what happened to them, and them still have to stay by the neighbor house same way.
Wow. And the government have money. That's the
right now, Colin, right now, Colin, if you link me, my neighbor house gone right now.
Yeah.
And I'm look punch me there right now. I just see the bottom of my house.
Just the bottom of the house.
Just the bottom of the house, brother.
Wow.
But those I Mr. Colin, just link me, man. When you finish, you can link me and we can chat and we can.
No, man, I will link you, man. I will definitely link you. I will definitely link you. All right, my brother, respect. This is a video.
Colin,
how long
look
is this video? This is a video, 37 seconds.
Say White House market, brother. Panda.
All right. I'm going to show this video. Big up yourself. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Hi, good morning, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on the matter of the economy that I hear you've been talking about.
Yes.
I think it's an error to look at our periods in isolation from each other.
Okay.
Because a country is a what? It doesn't make sense.
A country is a what?
It's a continuum. The economy, society is a continuum.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense you isolate periods and speak about them. You have to speak about them as a continuum.
All right.
And you keep mentioning the 80s.
Yes.
But you have to mention the 70s.
Yes.
And you have to mention the 60s.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, so I feel that for your viewers, it's important to look at our economy.
All right, let's go.
As a whole.
Let's go.
Not in isolation, right?
All right.
Now, the Jamaica economic wars really started in the 70s under the PNP administration.
All right, let's go.
That's not debatable.
Talk to me.
That's not debatable, is it?
No, man, talk. I am listening to you, and I want to allow you to talk. So let's.
Yes,
you said we're not looking at the thing in isolation. We want to look at the whole. So let's go. Talk.
Yes. So if you look at it, Jamaica gained independence in 1962.
Yes.
After 300 years of British colonial rule.
Yes.
Right. That British colonial rule brought in place, grave inequalities.
Yes.
Right. The earnings from the country were essentially not benefiting the country. They were sent back to Britain.
Yes.
Right? Just very minimal institutions were built here. So when we got political independence in 1962, right? The JLP was in power for 10 years under 3 leaders, Bustamante, Sangster, and Shearer. The evidence would show that during that time, the industrialization of the country started, and we experienced phenomenal growth for that 10 years. I mean, so much so that other countries came to look at us to say, okay, what were we doing, right? Now, it's obvious that when Manley came in and his experimentation of democratic socialism, it created a problem where we had 7 years of negative growth.
What
during that period?
What created that problem?
A variety of issues. It wasn't one issue. It was a variety of issues.
Tell us about some of the issues that created that problem.
So the first thing is that we had the global oil crisis that put a strain on purses globally.
Have we seen an oil crisis like that since then?
Of course we have. We've had issues. We
have had issues, right? But have we seen one to the magnitude of that since then?
I can't say because I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in that area, but that would have contributed. But Colin, you must understand that when you have a country, invariably you're going to have crisis.
Yeah, man. And we had hold on.
It is how these crises. It is how these crises are managed.
All right, yeah, but what I'm just trying to put in the mix is that was the largest, the biggest oil crisis that we have had in the last 50 odd years.
Just like how the COVID pandemic is the largest crisis we would have had in 100 years.
Yes,
but it is how these crises are managed.
All right, so let's get back to the 70s. So the oil crisis was one. What else helped to mash up the Jamaican economy?
Manley's experiment of democratic socialism went about it the wrong way.
What was the wrong way?
Scared away foreign investors. You had capital flight.
All right,
you had people leaving and taking their wealth.
Hold on.
So
hold on. We don't want to leave. Yes, we have to discuss the thing in a whole, What caused that? Because that never just come about like that. What caused that?
What caused what specifically? What are you talking about?
The scaring away investors and how much flights a day. What really caused that?
Well, again, it's a variety of things. Manley started with his rhetoric of that would have destabilized.
What rhetoric?
I mean, talking about going, being a part of the non-aligned movement with the Soviet Union and aligning with Castro. It was a very polarized world. And as a leader who had, hold on. As a leader, your first responsibility is to your people to make sure that they are secure and safe.
So
let me
ask
different
you
ideologies and
let me ask you a question. Manley as the leader then started relationships with Cuba and Russia. Was that a bad thing?
Look, hold on. What you have to understand, Colin, is how to read the room.
No, man, but hold on. Take time. Just answer the question one at a time. Was that a bad thing?
Well, what history has recorded, based on his rhetoric, his posturing.
Hold on. We're not talking about. Hold on. Let's not use hindsight right now because hindsight is 2020. Anybody can say anything after the matter. But we're dealing with the 70s and Manley. Was it a bad thing for Manley to start a relationship with Cuba and the Soviet Union?
No,
or was it wrong?
No, I wouldn't say it was wrong. I wouldn't say it was wrong.
And it wasn't
but it is the posturing.
Hold on. And it wasn't a bad thing. Right? I am suggesting to you that it was the Jamaica Labour Party's hunger for power that brought certain kind of argument to the US and Reagan and the whole of them people that Manley wanted to bring communism to Jamaica. Would you agree with that? Is that true?
So hold on. So Manley and his government is blameless.
No,
it's
man.
Blameless,
hold on.
What you're saying.
Hold on. You can ask me that question after you answer mine. I am saying, I am putting it to you that Eddie Siaga and the Jamaica Labour Party took information or false information to the United States that Michael Manley wanted to bring communists to Jamaica, and Manley was in bed. Hold on now. And Manley was in bed with Cuba and Russia, and therefore being a part of the Cold War. Is that true?
All right, before I answer that question, let me just make this statement. I'm going to answer the question. But let me make this statement. You are aware that Mr. Manley in the 90s acknowledged is
but you can't
mistake.
I said to you a while ago, answer my question, and then you can ask me a question.
No, but you are aware that Mr. Manley
but you're asking me a
his
question before you answer mine. And I'm saying just answer my question, and then we come, and then I will answer yours.
Look,
did Edward Siaga and the GLP went to the United States of America, and I think it was President, no, it wasn't Reagan at the time. I don't remember who was the president before Reagan, not coming to me right now. But they went to the United States, told them that Michael Manley wanted to bring communists to Jamaica and being a part of the Cold War and building relationship with Russia. Was that one of the reasons, the beginning of the demise?
I don't know.
You don't know that?
I do not know. You answer that question because I don't know. Educate me.
You answer that question. You say you don't know. So ask me your question now and I'll answer.
So I am saying to you, I have seen in several interviews.
No, man, ask me your question now.
I can even send you the links.
Ask me a question. Ask me a question. You was asking me if Manley admit that he made a mistake.
You are aware that he has acknowledged that his policies in the 70s, he went about it the wrong way. You are aware that he has made that acknowledgement.
Manley said, knowing what he know at the time, if he had known that then, he would have dealt with it differently. Not that.
And what is that?
Hold on.
And what primarily would he have dealt
Let
with?
me finish.
What did he mention? No, what did he mention? He put in a word there, so you have to mention. What was that key word that he put in?
You said the key word. What is the key word that you found?
Business.
Because
if he had a business background, he regretted the flight of capital from Jamaica.
Listen,
and his rhetoric and his posturing and his policies caused that. You have to admit that.
Hold on. I don't have to admit that. Because what you not admitting and what you hide from that you don't know was that the Labour Party brought the pressure on Jamaica when they went to the United States. I think yours, President Carter, my listeners are saying, that told them that Michael Manley was building relationship with Cuba, wanting to carry communism to Jamaica, which was a lie. And that was the issue when the United States and the CIA, because the CIA now published all of that. All of that was published in the CIA. Yeah? That is how Michael Manley came under pressure. And that is when they form, what is it, the PSOJ or the PIOJ. And they start hiding food from the Jamaican people. And that was when Michael Manley said,
rhetoric and his posturing had nothing to do with the USA coming and getting involved.
No. His rhetoric had nothing to do with US getting involved. The GLP got US involved.
I disagree.
But listen, let me tell you what the rhetoric did. Let me tell you what the rhetoric did.
We're going to agree to disagree.
The rhetoric, because I'm not totally disagreeing that the rhetoric had a problem. But the rhetoric didn't bring them in. They were brought in by the Jamaica Labour Party. But the rhetoric further angered them. Because when Manley made statement like, we will not walk through this world on our knees, but on our feet. And the US will not.
But we did. He was wrong there because the Jamaican people suffered. And Michael Manley had to come around and retract. And his tone changed totally.
Him never retract.
His tone changed totally in the 90s.
But hold on. But what he said also angered the US. Because when him say the US will not determine who our friends are. Now, when you have a bad man and a bigger bully, and you make them the kind of tough talk there. You have to have the backative. Jamaica never have the backative. So yes, Jamaica suffered because
So wasn't that an error? So wasn't that a mistake on Mr. Manley's part?
It wasn't an error. It couldn't be classified as an error. It would be classified.
But the Jamaican people suffered because of it.
Hold on. If a man,
I don't think Mr. Manley suffered, but a lot of Jamaicans suffered.
Manley suffered himself too, because Manley basically almost died a pauper. Manley never robbed the country like the people we have now. Yeah?
You're deflecting. You are deflecting.
So, hold on.
Let us stay on point.
I'm not deflecting. You said Manley Bennett. You said Manley never suffer. You said so. I mean, I tell you, said Michael Manley suffered himself, because Michael Manley is not like the politicians that we have now who are stealing from the coffers. Nobody can accuse Michael Manley of stealing from the coffers of Jamaica.
I did not say that. I did not say that. That is not the argument.
No, man, you never said that.
Not the argument.
Hold on, man.
Let us stay on point. Let us stay on
point. You said Michael Manley never suffered like the Jamaican people. And I am telling you that, yes, he did. Because Michael Manley never stole from the coffers of Jamaica like the present politicians that we have now. So therefore, I am saying to you, my friend, that yes, the statements that Michael Manley made brought further pressure to Jamaica, but I could not admit that those statements were wrong. Those statements were principled statements. And yes, people suffer when they stand up on principle. And that's what the Bible also tells you. When you stand up for Jesus Christ, people will come against you. So when Michael Manley stood up for his right to the powerful US, we feel the pain. Same like when Bruce Golding said that Jamaica's constitution never started a ligani, Bruce Golding felt the pain. So yes, Michael Manley said, knowing what I know now, maybe you'd deal with it different. But it was the Labour Party that brought in America to start pressuring Jamaica. And even then, what?
No,
the CIA released it, brother.
Mr. Bell. No, the nationalizing of some key assets that the America had interested brought America attention to Jamaica. You have to put the truth out there, Mr. Bell.
No, not that.
It is the nationalization of a key resource in Jamaica, bauxite, that got the attention of the United States.
So the bauxite belongs to who? The bauxite in Jamaica belongs to who?
Yeah, but it's not what you do, it's how you do things, Mr. Bell. It's not what you do, it's how you do things.
Torres, the African leader now named Torres, he's now nationalizing the asset of his African nation. It is ours. It it never belonged to the US. It's for the people of Jamaica, my brother.
Look, the 70s, Mr. Bell, was a very polarized world.
All right,
would you agree with that?
At the end of the 70s.
Would you agree that, would you agree that the 19s, especially the 1970s, was a very polarized world, divided by the Soviet bloc and the United States and the West? Would you agree with that?
And Jamaica get caught in that power squeeze.
So in that world, just like now, you have to tread carefully because you have a people to take care of.
Understand, and that's why Manley said he would deal with it different. Manley never see it as reckless. Manley see it as principled. And you have to accept that the man took a principled position. Here is Andrew Holness right now, crawling on his knees by accepting.
Look at his rhetoric. Listen to his rhetoric. Listen to those videos are all out there to
and
see.
The CIA,
Look at Mr. Manley's
and the CIA video
and rhetoric
and the CIA,
70s.
And the CIA video is out there, and history will prove Michael Manley as a hero. But let me ask you something now. That was the 70s. Let's come to the 80s. At the end of the 70s, going into the 1980 election, what was Jamaica's debt to GDP?
Okay, before I answer that, let's go back to 1972. What was Jamaica's GDP and growth in 1972? And you compare it with 1962.
What was it?
Well, no.
What was it? Give us the number.
Okay, so let me give you the number. Throughout the 60s, since independence, Jamaica's GDP growth was on an average of 5.5%. Phenomenal growth for 10 years, right?
Yes.
In 1972, when the PNP took over, it carried over for 1 year. That growth continued over. And from 1974 or 3 onwards to 1980, it was negative growth.
And what was the, hold on. So tell us what was the debt to GDP at 1980?
All right. Let me look.
Let me tell you what it was. It was 63%. It was 63% debt to GDP.
What was it in 1972? What was it in 1972?
I don't know.
No, you can't go on. I mean, I'm just trying to put out information.
No,
so
but you look and tell me. You were reading from the 70s.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just type it up here now.
But but answer this in the meantime. You are look for that, because if Manly deliver it with all the pressures that you are mentioning, Manly deliver it at 63%, 1980. What was the debt to GDP 1989 after almost 10 years of GLP rule?
Hold on. Jamaica's debt to GDP approximately years.
1972, the debt to GDP was 60%. 1972.
Sorry, say that. 1972?
Yeah, 60%.
So Jamaica's debt to GDP, you're saying it was 1972 was 60%. Okay,
yes.
Okay, all right. I'll take your word for that, because
hold on. Sorry, somebody said it was 24%. 24. Well, I think it's 60, but somebody in the chat room says 24. But I know that 1980 it was 63% under Manley. So Manley ruled from 72 to 80. Or call it 79, 80, whichever one you choose. The debt to GDP was 63%. After,
and what did he get? What did he get it at? 24%. You're saying, right?
Yeah. So
yeah. So that's a fall off. That's a mismanaging. That's a mismanaging of the economy. When for the prior 10 years, it was consecutive growth.
Yes. So if you say that, I will agree with you. It was a fall off from 24% to 63%. It was a fall off. That was what, 200% fall off?
Okay, all right.
What was it, 200%? 24 to 60, less than 200. Less than 200. But at the end of 1989, what was Jamaica's debt to GDP?
I don't know. Tell me.
262%.
Okay, and what would have been from 1980 to 1989? What would have been the factors that would have adversely affected our economy? What happened in Jamaica prior to 1980 that would have brought pressure on an economy in the 80s?
The only thing major was Hurricane Gilbert in what, 1988? That's the only major thing. And hold on, let me also remind you something else. That in 1983, a snap election was called. The PNP did not participate. So one government, led by Edward Siaga and the GLP, had 60 members of parliament and 21 members in the Senate. They had all the government. And at 1989, the debt to GDP was 262%. What caused that?
So Mr. Bell, you're saying that the prior 8 years of mismanagement under the PNP government from 1972 to 1980 had no bearing on the the economy of the 80s?
Had none.
It had no bearing at all?
No.
On the economy of the 1980s?
I'll tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Leading up to the 1980 election, when Eddie Siaga got in bed with the US and the CIA came in and they brought violence to Jamaica, and they brought a strategy of starving the Jamaican people. I remember that time the PNP slogan going into the election was stand firm. And the GLP says stand firm and eat worm, because they locked down the food. The US participated in stopping the ships from coming to Jamaica. And that time, if you want, hold on, that time if you wanted a bread, I am speaking, my brother.
Who was in government who was responsible for the affairs of Jamaica?
Michael
Who
Manley.
was responsible for the
Manley.
So who would you blame? Who would you blame for what happened in Jamaica during the 70s?
Right. So
let me answer. Let
me answer who I blame.
Blame on somebody else?
You ask me who I blame, and I am telling you, the Jamaica Labour Party under Edward Siaga engaged the United States of America. The CIA came in and they put in strategies. They brought guns, brought violence, they hide the food So they stop food from coming in. So they starve the Jamaican people. Yeah? To ensure.
Who was responsible for that?
Me who me blame.
Whose government was responsible for that?
So you ask
Which government was in power? Okay, go ahead.
You ask me who me blame, and I tell you who me blame. So you have to allow me to answer your question.
No.
I blame Edward Siaga.
That is a stretch, Mr. Bell.
Am I talking truth or lie?
Because if you are
what I am saying,
if you are running a household. Okay.
What I am saying, is it the truth or is it a lie? If it's the truth, listen to me.
The involvement, hold on, let me answer the question. You can't answer the question for me. You ask me a question.
No, man, but I am answering your question. So allow me to, every time I try to answer your question, you butt in. So allow me to answer your question, and then you can come in. Edward Siaga engaged the U.S. because he was power hungry. He wanted power. So he was willing to suffer and starve the people of Jamaica. Allow me to, sir.
That's not true.
I don't want to mute you because
that is propaganda.
Unlike
that's not true.
All right. So Edward Siaga wanted power so bad, he engaged the CIA and the United States of America, and they came in with strategies. They brought guns. They brought violence. They make certain that they lock down the food from the people and blame Michael Manley that food not on the island. Immediately after the 1980 election, food came in. People would remember when if you buy a loaf of bread, you had to buy a pack of sanitary napkin. If you want saltfish, you had to buy paint. That was what they call married. Yeah? And that was when Michael Manley was saying to the people of Jamaica, self-reliance. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat. So the problem really was because of Eddie Siaga and his power-hungry nature that destroyed the Manley administration in the 70s.
Mr. Bell, that is propaganda.
Is there a CIA? Is there a CIA tape out with all that information?
You're misleading. You're not being entirely truthful to the argument, Mr. Bell.
My brother, that is the truth.
Some of what you're saying, there's truth.
You can't manage that truth.
No.
You can't. The CIA report is out, my brother. The CIA is 3 times they tried to kill Michael Manley. The CIA report is out.
I mean,
this is not the day.
We don't support that. Nobody supports that.
This is not the date when the CIA report was not out, you know. When we used to talk, some people say, a lie on our tell. Andrew Kissinger told us about it.
Yes, but why did Mr. Kissinger do what he did?
Because Siaga engaged the U.S., told the United States that Michael Manley wanted to bring communists to Jamaica.
The government saw the rhetoric and the government style of Mr. Manley as a threat to their national interests.
Are we a sovereign nation?
You have to know how to read the room. Just like how you have to know how to read the room today.
Anyway,
and Mr. Manley read the room wrong. He admitted it. He acknowledged that. He read the room wrong.
Is rhetoric cause further pressure?
But
that
those were rhetoric of principle. You're still defending that argument when Mr. Manley acknowledged that he read the room wrong and made the wrong decision.
It's not the wrong decision, brother. It's not the wrong decision. Are you saying the decision to tell the Jamaican people about self-reliance?
I can send the clip to you.
Send the clip.
Nothing is wrong with wrong with that. But what I am saying is posturing to democratic socialism, right? The United States government in a deeply polarized world saw that as a threat to their national interest. The United States was one of 2 power
Let me ask you a question. Was Jamaica then a sovereign nation and reserved the right to operate how we wanted to?
Mr. Bell, you're not being realistic.
I'm asking you a question. Why you can't answer simple question? Yes or no? Was Jamaica a sovereign nation?
I find in your argument a sense that you're not being sincere to the conversation. Because you are asking me that. I know that Jamaica was a sovereign state, so it's a rhetorical question.
No. And the question was, did we have the right to operate the way Michael Manley wanted to? Was America being a bully by stepping in and try to mash up Jamaica because we wanted to have relations with Cuba or Russia. Was that right?
It's not a matter of wrong or right, Mr. Bell. It's a matter of the reality.
But the point I'm making to you, my brother.
You have to deal with reality.
Yes.
You're living in a world where there are consequences to your actions. You have a people to safeguard. You have to be realistic.
And I
you
said
cannot be
to
an
you,
Mr. Manley was an ideologue, and he acknowledged that. You don't use ideology to run country.
What you used to run country?
Ideology.
What you used to run country? What you used to run country? You can't run a country without an ideology.
You look out for the interest of your people first.
You still need an ideology to lead that, brother. You still need an ideology, and that's why Jamaica right now is going nowhere and the economy is crashing because we have no ideology. We don't have a direction. The point I'm making to you, my brother, yes, the rhetoric of Michael Manley further angered the Americans and they brought more pressure on us. I am accepting that. But I am also telling you that Michael Manley rhetoric did not start it. It started by Eddie Seaga and his hunger of power by approaching the United States to bring pressure on Jamaica. It was Seaga who invited the U.S. in. That's what I'm telling you. And they came in with strategies. They came in with guns. That's how the election violence started in Jamaica when them gone. That's how the violence started. It's the CIA and the Americans and Eddie Seaga start politics violence in Jamaica. They starved the people of Jamaica, and that's one of the reasons why I could never join the Jamaica Labour Party, because they were willing for Jamaicans to die for political power, my friend. You're muted. Unmute your thing, or you mute yourself. So, understand the point.
What I'm saying, Mr. Bell, it is your God-given right to support one of the two political parties in Jamaica. That is your right, as it is mine. But Mr. Manley's ideology should have been to safeguard the interest of the Jamaican people and do not get caught up in geopolitical quagmire.
But let's come up to the 80s.
You want to go to the mountaintop with okay, let me ask you a question.
Let's come up to the 80s. Can we come to the 80s now? We have spent, how long have we spent? Nearly half hour debating the 70s, right?
Let us come to the 80s. Fine,
yes.
Go ahead.
Why the economy of Jamaica crashed in the 80s when we had one government? There was no opposition, nobody to stop the GLP from doing what they were doing. You tell me now, why the debt to GDP end up at 262%?
It had to do primarily with the mismanagement. Look here, remember now, that cost the Jamaican economy almost 40% of GDP in the 70s.
No, man, no, go some man. Oi, stop. It's the 90s you are talking about. We not reached this yet. We are talking about the 80s. That 40% of GDP is the 90s, my brother. We not reached this yet. Let's do the 80s first. Tell me why the debt to GDP moved from 63% to 262% under the Jamaica Labour Party, a one government.
It had to do primarily with the serious. The 70s put us back by 2 decades, Mr. Bell, and that's just the truth.
But brother,
you talk to any Jamaica.
But brother, what I'm saying to you, you get the debt at 63%. You rule for 9 years. Yeah? And the debt end up at 262%. What caused that? Tell me. That's what I'm asking
saying it to you, but you're not listening to me. I am saying primarily, not only. It is primarily, Mr. Bell. Not only. There are other factors that the GLP would have been responsible for, but primarily
all right, let me tell you the
have been the
factors.
terrible mismanagement of the Jamaican economy and society
you don't
in
know,
the 1970s.
All right, so you don't know. So listen.
Want to know that can go on Google and type up that.
Listen, let me tell you because you don't know. When Eddie Seaga got power 1980, the connection with the United States of America was strong, because it was the U.S. who brought him into power with those strategies from the CIA, the hiding of the food. Edward Seaga got the most loan as any Caribbean leader from the United States of America.
Yes,
hold on, man.
America
let me finish, no, man. You never know, man. So let me finish, man. You couldn't tell me. So listen, because you never know. They got the most loans as more than any other Caribbean leader. There was no ideology. There was no vision. Yeah? And there was an intention of everybody.
I disagree, but I continue. I disagree, but continue.
You never know, brother. I can stop again and allow you to tell us why
no,
the debt
you
to
asked me
GDP.
about the CIA and CIA in
No,
the
man,
70s.
we left that already, brother.
That's what I tell you.
We left
I'm not
that.
talking about in the 80s now.
No, but we left that, and I am saying the question I asked you where you couldn't answer, is why the debt went from 63% to 262%.
And you can't I said primarily because of the mismanagement of the PNP government in the 70s.
And I am saying to you that's rubbish. Is 63% him get it at?
No, so you
if you get
Mr.
it at 63%,
they can do a simple Google search. They can do a simple searching.
But why you come here and I go tell people to go to Google search? That means you don't have the facts. So I'm giving you the facts.
No, I'm talking about your viewers, your listeners.
No, but
they
on this channel, hold on, my brother, on this channel, we don't send the listeners to do research. We do the research for them. And if they want to verify now, then they can go look.
No.
So
I am not
listen
going
to
to take
me.
anybody's word for it. I'm going to do my own
so
research.
You go
Nobody
look.
can come to me.
Man. So you go look.
But
hold on, man. Listen.
No, but
listen.
So you take people's information at face value. You don't do no background, no due diligence, no background research.
But that's the problem, you don't
You're
listen.
telling me that, Mr. Bell.
No, man, but you don't listen. You need to listen. What me say on this channel, when we come with arguments, we do the research and put the arguments forward. The viewers can go look to verify, but we not tell them to go search for it. You can go look and verify. Hold on.
Fine,
I asked you a question about the 80s. You don't know, and you tell people to go Google. I am saying to you, what happened in the 80s?
I gave you the answer, but you're ignoring the answer. You're ignoring the answer.
Listen to me.
No, you disagree with my answer, so that's fine.
Listen to me.
You disagree with my answer because I say it is primarily the devastating mismanagement, the careless political rhetoric of the PNP in the 70s that caused the economy to crash. That was brought over. A lot of that was brought over in the 80s.
All right, stop now. Let me talk. Siaga won in the 80s, 1981, the election. Whatever was under the PNP, outside of the oil crisis, was brought on Jamaica by Siaga power-hungry nature.
I disagree.
Listen,
but continue.
Allow me. When Siaga invited the US and the CIA here, they came with the strategy that I explained earlier. I mean, I'll go back in it. Now Siaga running the country. He got loans after loans from the US. They could not manage the economy. Yeah? They could not angle the responsibility of the kind of money that they were borrowing. A lot of mismanagement, misspent by the GLP back then. And in the 80s, all right, it's all right. We talk again. Give thanks. I have you on for a very, very long time. A lot of other people want to call.
Thank you. Respect.
Hold on for me, caller. So, in the 80s, the bad management of the Siaga government was what caused the problem in the economy. They could not manage the economy. They could not pass the IMF test them where them borrow money from IMF and couldn't pass the test them. Yeah? The investments were poor and therefore the debt to GDP skyrocketed from 63% to 262%. No labor right can debate the 80s. They don't want to talk about it. The CIA issue with the 70s, those are statements of facts. The CIA had released those information. So when we used to talk about it before and people used to say a figment of imagination, the CIA came forward and released all those facts. Yeah? So it's just like what is happening now. Andrew Holness and his team got an economy in a very good position. And they are now destroying that economy that they got in 2016. So much that they said that they were going to grow it by 5% in 4 years, the way it looked good. They can't manage it. The GLP has never been able to manage the Jamaican economy properly. Morning caller, welcome.
Hello, Colin.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Sorry, I come off with this attitude, but this caller wake me up. I went to Cuba. I was not a brigadisca. You know how I went to Cuba?
Tell me.
You see, just that same exchange program where the doctors and the nurses come in and work. Sandals Honor PJ Patterson had established that, where the Cubans came to Jamaica to learn hotel and tourism.
Yes.
Because tourism was just opening up in Cuba. And the Jamaicans go there to learn the language, because we were getting Spanish tourists as well in Jamaica back then into PJ Patterson time. Okay?
Yes.
So when I went to Cuba, let me tell you something. Today it is why I'm 62 years old and I cannot stand the Jamaica Labour Party, because the Jamaica Labour Party don't believe in educating their people. So the exchange program was for us to go there to learn. We could have gone to Cuba and we could have gone to any school in Cuba and get our profession, rather than our parents could not afford student loan. Or if you borrow student loan, you become an open disgrace, because they put you in the gleaner because you owe them. You can't pay it back. You can't get no job to pay it back. Everybody in Cuba, because I speak to a lot of Cubans while I was in the school in Cuba, who doesn't have a profession yet has a skill, whether it's carpentry, whatever. You got to learn. They are educated people.
Yes.
A Cuban English teacher was there. And when I hear him talk, I went over to him and said, where in Jamaica you're from? He said, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm Cuban. I was born and raised here, but I learned English in school. He taught the English just like we.
Okay.
I mean, we don't accent it, just like we, Colin.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
And this 1970s, in the 70s, was because I understand, I don't know how true this is, but I understand Edward Seaga was a cousin of Ronald Reagan.
Well, that's an argument that was out there. I don't know for sure.
It's alleged, I should say. So that's when the CIA was called in. I think it was during the Ronald Reagan era.
I think it started with Carter. But I think the 80s
and
Reagan was under the 80s. Yeah, man.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Yes. And that's when the CIA came into Jamaica, because he made it known that Michael was trying to go communism.
That's the false news that he brought to the US.
That's the false news that they use. And today, that is why we don't have no schools in Jamaica. This is why we don't have no proper hospitals in Jamaica, because you can't just take up a man with a doctorate degree and put him in charge of hospital. The schools, them you use them as shelters, and the people in there don't have no job, nowhere to go, nothing else to do. So they become, what you call it now, them sexual desires arose, and then bring it in at the school where the picnic them supposed to go into learning. The schools was never repaired over the years. Brother, let me tell you something. That call I'm talking to, pay attention to those things, and you will know where the country was coming from. How many schools has the Jamaica Labour Party built so far? How many hospitals have they repaired? How many people are able to get an education? You know what I learned recently? If you can afford to send your kids to school in America right now, and they graduate, they go home to Jamaica back after school, they get a job quicker than the people who go to school in Jamaica. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So your universities in Jamaica don't mean no more. Huh? You don't want to send your kids there, because when they leave, they won't get a job. Yeah? And this is why that's why him can call your show and talk the way him talk this morning.
You see, I know some people are saying that I kept him too long, but honestly, we don't get these calls very often, and you see, I want more of these calls, because these are the propaganda that the GLP are out there spreading, that Michael Manley mash up the Jamaican economy, and people need to know why. People need to know why what happened in the 70s happened. It never happened because of Manley bad policy. It happened because Seaga, from his power-hungry nature, got the U.S. involved in Jamaican politics.
And let me tell you something, Colin. 1976 was when I started high school in Jamaica. So in those days, I was still in high school, and I could learn the politics of Jamaica. Oh, come. Unless him just born the other day. Time sound kind of young to me. Make him not know that. But guess what? When I realized what is happening, when my kids, I started having children, and when they were at the age of 18 and ready to vote, I teach my children not to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Because they don't believe in education.
Let me say this. You see that 80 election, leading up to the 80 election, is the sole reason why I am not saying that I wouldn't join the next political party. But until the Jamaica Labour Party apologizes to the people of Jamaica and
be truthful to the people of Jamaica
and admit what they do to the people of Jamaica, I will not forgive them for trying to starve the Jamaican people to get power.
Yes,
that's what they did.
Late 70s into 80s, and then
77, 76, 79, 78, coming up to the 80s.
You're right.
They starved the Jamaican people in collaboration with the United States Agency, the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States, infiltrated Jamaica, under the offices of Edward Philip George Seaga, and starved the Jamaican people. Me say, if you want a bread, you have to buy a sanitary napkin to buy a loaf of bread. And you hear what the GLP them say?
Kind of nonsense.
You hear what the GLP them say? A Manley did in charge. Yes, Manley was in charge, but he was being suppressed by the powerful United States of America. The CIA document is now out. The CIA document is out. Go find it and listen to it. You don't even have to read it because videos are out of it.
That's but let me. You want me to share something with you? Let me share something with you. I took care of a patient who has that tape, and show me that tape, Colin, a month ago in his house of what was happening back then in Jamaica.
The evening tide home was burnt down.
Was burnt down.
Later, call. Let me take 2 more calls. I beg you. Here, please,
Colin,
and thanks.
Bless up yourself. First time calling the program, but tell that section of Portland I said anybody who get Ryan, get a good man.
Ryan, a good youth. Bless up. 1-876-804-7072. Good morning.
Morning, Colin. Well, yes. I'm on the upset the spirit this morning. One of the greatest Jamaicans ever seen. Ask him, all of those technical schools, GC, Faster, and all those things, who Mali with the Cuban and believe these technical high school, that youth can learn skilling us from them in high school.
Caller, let me tell you something.
Where come from? Where really come from?
This is an era of Jamaica that the People's National Party don't talk about enough.
Ask him when the oil price was in Jamaica and the backside, man never go back and go to the US and put on the backside levy to help for Jamaicans. Back in the day, listen, to speak to school, people get free book, free to go to school, free car key. You pay get free car key material for the bill of uniform for the school. On to this one, man. Every end of year when you left school, you left with your car, your uniform material. Material, so go be the car key. Where come from?
Listen, caller, I am calling on the People's National Party communication arm to deal with that era because the Jamaica Labour Party and the one you remember when Vegas did come out with it? But remember when he used to go shop and have to buy this, forget that. Yes, that is true. But people need to know why that happened. And it is now an opportune time that the CIA has released the information that they can no longer tell us that is a figment of our imagination. Yeah?
I wanted him to say they must say we trying to assassinate Mr. Manley.
3 times. 3 times. And that is also in the CIA information that is out. And think they preach about it to when name? But this black leader name.
You know when lead the Islam.
Yeah, man. The leader of Islam. Farrakhan spoke about it as well. That the little man down in Jamaica is 3 times they tried to assassinate him.
All right. So where they come from at all. If you get an economy at 63% and can't maintain it,
and end up at and you have the whole government. They don't want to talk about that. They can't talk about that.
Yes, Colin, when they ask the man say, what happened in the 80s? He can't tell you.
Hold on. You went jump to? It costs 40% of GDP. I said, no, man.
Yeah.
That are the 90s you talk about. Come back a 80s.
Yeah.
Come back a 80s.
They don't want to search Google.
No, that's not what we do over here. We do the research, tell our viewers, and if they want to verify it, then them go look. We don't come and give argument and I tell people about go Google it. No, that's not how we do it.
What you know, so this program is a factual program. We don't need propaganda.
None at all.
That if you know.
Our mantra is the truth.
Right, we don't need propaganda over here. No time at all. Now I'm rude, man.
All right, brother.
We know, sir, I'll live to have money. Some live to have money when
I am happy that he came, though, and I want more of them to come. And I want him to come back. Because we not reached the 90s yet, because I want to discuss the 90s with him as well. Because they love to talk about FinSac. So we want to discuss FinSac with him as well. But I want to give him a little bit information before him come. That when you come, I'm going to tell you that Eddie Siaga, when he was Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, borrowed 30 million US and pay it back. So figure out how you're going to deal with that, because I'm going to give you that. I'll give him some of the questions, you know. So you're going to do your research and come back. Little more, brother. Back. One love. Big up.
All right, cool.
Hold on. Hello, morning. Hold on. The producer wants to say something. Go ahead, producer. Come a little closer, because them not hear you good.
You are the leader for your house, right?
Yes.
You have your family. And your neighbor bad mind you for your food and whatever you have in your house. And set up some man to come rob you. And come in and destroy your family. Are your fault?
Yes, because I'm in charge.
Are you in charge of
yes.
your house?
So nobody never rob you.
Are your problem?
Yes.
Are you in charge of that? Are your problem?
Yeah, so them think. Morning, caller. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Morning, Sir Colin.
Blessings, my brother.
Yeah, blessings. I wish that guy did stay on earlier, because the producer said something that I was going to say, right? So the question I was going to say is this. You are on your house and you have your 15-year-old daughter and you live in an era.
Yeah.
And because it's a man that stand up on principle and the dad say him want your daughter. What you have to do?
Hold on. And you know, sinner, because you're a principle man, brother, you're mad. Me not do that. And the man come and burn down your house. Are your fault?
Yeah.
Because you stand on principle.
So the next thing I want to go to, when him said the 63%, them get the government at 63% and go 260%, 262%. And him said because of the census. What I wanted he was to do now, stay on the line long, because I know that you're going to catch yourself. What happened when it is 262 going into the 90 and the TFP get power and it goes down again?
Listen, in 1995, you know, the debt to GDP was 80%, you know.
Exactly.
Brought it down, coming down from 262 in 1995. The debt to GDP was 85%.
So I want to know his excuse now. Why TNT bring it down from 262 to 95, and then they lose power and they go up again. So that's why I wanted him to stay on the phone to tell himself, oh, it's the same 1970 I carry over to 1995 to 2016, go straight up then.
I was under pressure from the chat room. People are saying for run him and done with him, man.
Yeah, but you what? Run him is one, yes.
Yeah, when I tell me don't cut him, and the producer said don't cut him.
No, I want to get to that now, but I was very interested to him to tell me from 262, from 63 to 262, and then from 262 to 95, 85, and then from 85 when TFP report, it got up again. I was wondering if it's still going to be in the 1970s.
When we deliver it at 2007, it was 115%. Yeah? And then when the GLP delivered it back to us, 2012, it was 145%. So every time the GLP come, it go up.
So
this is the only time they were able, it come down under GLP government, you know.
That's the reason why I wanted him to stay to tell me if it's the same 1970 card it was to fluctuate up and down when the PNP, GLP was in power. But let me tell you something now. If it is youngster, and I see my youngster, I'm older than them, I think I'm older than them. It's the narrative that they believe. You know, the rumor from Michael Mann because they don't do the research. And listen, you won't change them now. If you're trying to convince them about what happened, you will not. These people are hard fast and they just believe what they believe.
No, they were indoctrinated by the GLP, you know. That then tell them, you know.
No. Only a fool believes in his own body.
Yes.
Only a fool. Bible tell me that.
Yes.
So you continue to do what you do because your program has teach me a lot, of help a lot of people with their program and everything and tell them about the economy. Right now, if you tell them to the economy is in recession, that's why I want him on the line. I don't think that he would believe you. I don't think by his narrative and his speech and his get away. He not believe you.
Yeah.
Because he come from 1972, 62, and he still talk about 1970.
No, hold on. Or they indoctrinate them, they believe that that was their best time. So they believe.
Yeah, okay, have a good day, sir. Thanks again.
Blessings. They believe that that was their best time. So they want to disrespect Michael Manley and say Michael Manley mash up the Jamaican economy. And that's where the whole problem started. But no, sir. Marie, morning.
Oh, I'm on. Wait, let me turn off.
Let me just once again, if you're just joining us, welcome to Talk Jamaica. We're live on Portland Spice TV. We want to be what you want to see. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share the channel. The best discussion on governance takes place over here. The best discussion on Jamaica's economy takes place over here. Like up the video for me, please, and share it up. Become a Portland Spice ambassador. Yes, Marie.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Bell.
Morning.
You did so good. You did so well this morning, Mr. Bell. You know, see,
Thank you.
Is a Google kid. We all are Google people right now still. But when you're coming on a show like this, young man, do not come and talk about Google. Make sure you write down your talking
You Google
points
it and come.
with them.
You go Google it and come with your answers.
Yes, you know, we don't have to Google over here. The host of this program, plus when he has on the erudite Ralston Hyman, they come with the facts. I like Ralston, that's how the thing in my fingertip like one stream, that's I pick them out as
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Let me tell you something. 3 things that them indoctrinate them on Mr. Bell is FinSac, man, the mash up Jamaica and whatever. No, you know, they don't have the facts. Mister, if you lived through the 70s, you would know how terrible it was. Poor people starving. You would know. You understand me? Mr. Bell, I was a young mother at that time. You understand me? My people were Kingstonian. Rice them grew up on flour. You understand me? Me had to be even though them father they come from Portland and we go visit and thing. And him they love the ground food. But me had to be they had to be taught what we eat, the dasheen and the yam and the thing.
Marie,
Mama will say you.
Marie, me can tell you something. Me can tell you something. I remember times when not even sugar we couldn't get.
Yes.
And we as country picnic grew up on tea. Every morning you have to get a cup of tea. We start drinking Ranger leaf without sugar. When we get a chicken noodle, but they just boil a pot of chicken noodle and we drink the water.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. And Mr. Bell, a young mother, let me tell you something. It was terrible. All formula. Me fair buy formula with polish or
but Marie, you remember the GLP them used to boast say them hide the food, you know. So what they used to say when PNP says stand firm, they say yes, stand firm or eat worm.
Yeah, Mr. Bell, when you went to the supermarket, my sister, the one who did the shopping and something, she had the stamina to walk from supermarket to supermarket because what they did, you see, like the rice, they are the cashier. I have to spend X amount of money. That's how people had to do their money, Mr. Bell. So on Sunday, them could have do like a rice and peas. So you go to the supermarket there and you get 1 2 pound and you go to one there. And so people had to be using them ingenuity.
But Marie, you remember what happened? You remember what happened right after the election? The amount of food that had to be dumped. The amount of food that had to be dumped. Me come from a place named Fruitful Vale. And anybody where listen now, the mackerels were dumped on a Chris Corner. For weeks and months, round a Chris Corner stink like dungeon because around there they can dump the salt mackerel where them have for much years. I couldn't sell again. It couldn't sell again.
Make the economy screen. Young man, But Google, you love Google.
Yes. I never remember that statement. That's what the Americans, that's what they came with. Make the economy scream.
Kissinger, I like Carter still, you know, but it started under his regime.
Yes.
Carter made the economy scream. And that was what even the same CIA operatives say, that was a cruel thing because Jamaica was a small developing country. And the same thing them used in Chile against Salvador Allende, they brought it to Jamaica.
Yes.
And the man said it was terrible for a small country. Now I get emotional, Mister, because it's not your DNA.
Yeah, because you see, how can you beat Michael Manley for the principle? Yes, if him didn't know, he would maybe challenge them.
Yes.
But it was on a principled position, so you can't just say Manley did wrong. No, I will not admit that Manley was wrong. Manley stood for principle, but the principle cost us. And hear the next thing. Him say Manley never suffer. Michael Manley died a pauper.
Oh, you know something? I sent you 2 things, Mr. Bell, in this channel. One of them is, it say apples and oranges. Somebody from you wrote it is about the comparison with Singapore. And then another one that I just sent you to. If you get a chance, please read them.
Yeah.
Somebody talking about, Michael, the family background that he came from. But he spent his life fighting for the poor. And people thought, I want to tell him, say, Michael class think that he betrayed them. Allow me to tell Mr. Bell?
Michael never look out for the rich. When Michael died, Michael wasn't a wealthy man. Michael never really had nothing.
Neither the father. None of them never died rich. None of them. But Mister, I'm coming off now, coming up people and go read up, make the economy scream. Go look on it and see what the CIA in collusion with Edward Siaga. And a lot of people lost whatever on the capital flight was because of the threat on the top about communism. And for the record too, most of Europe are democratic socialists. So tell them about that. Tell them about that, Mr. Bell. Most of Europe are democratic socialism. Because the social housing in England, all of them things there is socialism.
All
right, Mr. Bell.
Blessings.
One talk.
1-876-804-7072. Talk Jamaica is the program. If you're just joining us, this is Talk Jamaica. We do it every Sunday morning, 9 to 11. Go ahead, caller.
Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
How is it going?
Well, we're going, we're doing it. Trying to educate some people. Happy to have a labor right caller this morning who was misleaded and misguided. So we are trying to straighten him out,
Well, this time you have a PMP caller now.
Talk to me.
All right, listen to me now. You know, I had a friend in Canada, and sometimes he say I'm disappointed with you. I said, why? He said, because you want to run the labor right at them after the program. I said, no.
Can't run them.
He's there to be educated them. When you have class, and you send the student to class, they go to learn from the teacher, but the student didn't want to learn from the teacher this morning.
No, man. The student was indoctrinated and claims them a comfy educate me.
Good.
Yes.
Good. But not because I am a comrade. No. I just speak the truth. Whichever side, I'll just say the truth. Come with your facts and do not come with some nonsense and some hard type of crap. And when you always ask a question, you want somebody to answer your question, but you cannot answer the other person's question. What can go so?
Caller, I think I gave him a good example because when Bruce Golden came out and said Jamaica's constitution does not start at Ligani, that was a principled position.
Right.
You see, if Bruce Golden never resigned, Jamaica would feel the pangs of hell because Bruce took a principled position. So Bruce had to take away himself. Michael Manley went further. Because Michael Manley neither defend a criminal because Bruce was defending a criminal. You see, if it was an average Jamaican that Bruce was defending and said that, it would be a different kettle of fish, Michael Manley told the Americans that I will not bow. You don't have nothing for me, They had no corruption information on Michael Manley. So Michael Manley could stand on his feet. Andrew Holness cannot stand on his feet right now. And that's why we had to sign the TCN agreement, because bow the government of a bow. Yes, we know the US is powerful. And if you stand up against them, your corner going dark. We know that. That's what happened to Michael.
Exactly.
Because Michael stand up against them, the Jamaican people felt the pangs of hell. We not deny that. But it was a principled position.
Exactly. And you know what? I want that man to come back on the program.
Yeah, man, we want him to come back because we want to go to the 90s. We want to go to the 90s that they love to talk about. So I need him to come back. I welcome you back, sir. Call me back tomorrow evening.
And I hope that he might go and search for his things on Google and come and do and tell other people to say, go and Google it. Come with your facts. And this is what I'm going to tell him. Leave Manley alone and make Manley rest in peace. Because that man come like the Prime Minister, everything, they blame it on PMP. You know, once I was listening, the Prime Minister said something before. And you hear what the Prime Minister said, and it's exactly that was this man saying it is his word. When they asked him a question, he said it was the bad policy of the PMP.
Yeah, man.
You see? So if road bad, if road bad, and I know the PMP in a power for much years,
then
it is the bad policy of the PMP.
Caller. Toll price are go up right now, and Darrell Vaz are blame the PNP after they're in a power for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to somebody yesterday.
Toll price are go up, and they are blaming. Why the hell do you not give the government to the PNP then? Since you don't take blame for nothing. Give up and step down.
Exactly. Why, I tell you. But, my boss, big up yourself and listen to me. God and good word. Good over evil.
Every time.
You see, you've been covered by the Almighty. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But I hope that man might call back the program. Come to the class.
Yeah, man.
Make the teacher educate you.
We're ready to go to the 90s. Tell him for forward. All right, brother. Respect.
Yes.
One love.
Bless up yourself, my brother.
Good morning, ma'am. Welcome to Talk Jamaica. Hello, good morning.
Blessed morning, sir.
One love. Wagwan. I think it was a lady.
Yeah,
sorry.
Man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Two quick things. They might sound unorthodox, but I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
If Jamaica is supposed to get reparation money from the UK or wherever, I would tell the country to hold it until Market G come in power. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Look at the hurricane relief money. Where is it?
And people are suffering. People are
exactly.
But guess what? Guess what, caller? And I want to tell the Labour right them this. The relief money is being depleted by inflation.
Yes, I hear Ralston yesterday with it for
The
real.
relief money is being depleted by inflation. So the fact that Andrew them have the money as sit down pan, the strategy is to have the money depleted by inflation. That can only be the strategy.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Very
that means
sad.
to say, by the time, if him choose to spend it, it's less than what was given.
Way less.
Yeah. One more thing quickly, because I know you have other callers. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
State that he want to send the worst of the worst.
Yes.
To the islands.
Yeah.
Jamaica sign an agreement where we don't know about. It's like how will them like to send back the Haitians them as them come. Send pure Haitian Marco Rubio. That may tell you.
Thank you. Send some Haitian.
Send pure Haitian coming.
All right, sir.
Send pure Haitian to Jamaica. Yeah, man. Bless up.
Blessings. One love. 1-876-804-7072. Talk Jamaica. Live on Portland Spice TV. Give the like, give the video a thumbs up for me, please. Everybody give it a thumbs up. Bless up, brother. Wagwan.
Why you don't call me for help you with the little man, man?
We never want to help with him, man. We never want to help with him, man. Him can't. If you give him the platform for him alone talk, he can't explain himself. So you never want to help with him.
Mr. Bell, I send something to you for the level of growth from in the 50s. Because these people are taking the 60s, they then take the things then when the time then when them in a power. And now man, they start the growth. Me send it to your foot, me send the whole finding to your thing. So you can read it all at the end of the program, make everybody hear how we things start.
Yeah.
And the massive growth in the 50s coming up to the 60s.
Yes.
Right? So I don't like them do nothing. I just carry it. I just like what them I do know. I carry over. Just like what them I tell you about.
Yeah, but them a
art,
crash
where
it.
Norman
Them a
Manley make
crash it
all of
now.
the trade.
They are crashing it now.
I think 2000, I think 1970, they have a 11% growth, which was the most of the highest in the history of Jamaica.
Mm.
And I need them what? But before that, all of the industry and so we start. And Norman Manley started. This is man I tell you about all American backside. Canada start backside. Preston a Canadian company.
But if we nationalize backside, brother, no feel with something that backside belongs to the people of Jamaica. Everything where they on the ground of Jamaica belongs to the people.
Remember, you know, you're in a power. You're in a power more time than the PNB. About 3 years more than the PNB. I think about 33, 30. You don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Right? But everything you blame me, see and we.
Yeah.
You take every good thing, you blame, you take it. And when you don't know about it, you find where you say you.
And then when the bad, you blame the next side.
And everything we bad at Jamaica, a PNP do it.
You know what say, Carla,
all right.
Carla, you know what say, I start to have some respect for Andrew Holness. Because I think Andrew Holness a clearing conscience. Yeah?
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
The man then if the man tell you, say him can't complain about government issues because our government make the policy and him put up him finger and say, I want you to also know that government can change it. No, hold on. If you're in a power for 10 years and toll price are go up this month and you want to blame the PNP for, man, you're a hypocrite, Darrell. Darrell Vaz, you're a major hypocrite.
But that's how Andrew talk. Remember Andrew go in a church to pray, you know, and say, forgive me my sin, and the next day do it worse. Remember I tell Ingo about
But listen, what the man are doing, you know, the man are tell you, you know, because the man go down a tri-bridge and the man also tell you, you know, that if we did build a bridge 4 years ago, it would have cost with $70 million less. If when the man tell you them something, you still want to vote for him, then of your business, man. The man are clearing conscience, brother.
No, sir, maybe I some sickness he have. Maybe him brain
the man clearing him conscience. Hey, me used to have a brother named Sasa Jakes, right? And Sasa Jakes have a girlfriend. That time we play a song named Mafia 5. And when me I tell her, say Sasa Jakes a womanizer to the core. And every time Sasa Jakes have a new girlfriend, in telling woman, and she think a joke him a make. Tell her straight out. And she think a joke him a make, so she not no problem. She not left him. And that Andrew do to the people of Jamaica. Tell them the wrongs. Me see the man going to parliament. The man going to parliament and the man tell about 2 earthquakes. One at Haiti and one at Chile. And the man show you say, at the lack of infrastructure, make more people dead at Haiti and a lesser earthquake than Chile. Yeah? And I show you say, see it here, at the lack of infrastructure, make Melissa mash up down a west. And they had money, could have built out the housing stock instead of they overpaid on the debt.
So weakness man have been making a lot of them, man.
Which weakness? The man are clearing conscience. The man are clearing conscience.
If that the man they have conscience here, they would have puff out and yeah, because he couldn't sleep at night time. Yeah, he wouldn't get no rest here, they would have out and head. He have conscience, he have no conscience. Mad man.
All right, brother. Respect.
Yeah.
Head boy, a long time in a year, you know what, man. Head boy.
Brother Colin.
Where you say, my brother?
Assalamu. Brother, it's been a while.
At this morning, me calling you, man. I say a long time in a year, yo.
Well, I tell you, I went go send me and try keep up young and go Movado show. Movado came here. Me don't know the thief my phone and the other phone.
Oh gosh.
So I was without communication for a while. So you know what that is.
Yes.
Yes, but you know I am.
Hold on the head boy. Chris, morning.
Hey, where I say Shaka.
All right, hold on, Chris.
I just want to keep it.
Hold on, Chris. We have head boy before you, so just hold the line. Go ahead, head boy.
Right, so I was saying, you know, that I have been listening to the disco. I heard you with the young man a while ago. And,
yes.
you know, I had I have another phone that it doesn't have any, it's not able to use SIM card. So, but I'm able to use the TikTok. Yeah?
Yes.
And I tell you, Colin, I have made, for the last couple of weeks, I've been missing from the program. I have taken a sojourn to TikTok.
Yes.
And I am convinced that civics needs to be retaught to every single Jamaican when they're going to apply for your passport.
Yes,
you
man.
Hear?
Yes, man. Yes,
No,
man.
these people don't know what them, and I'm telling you, like some 2x4 fly-by-night laborite like DP.
Sure. Let me tell you something. I am happy I went to school when civic was a core subject. And I owned a copy of a book called Civics for Young Jamaicans.
Civics for Young Jamaicans.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
I still have a copy.
Yeah, man.
So, you know what is really funny, but as I wanted to say something, Colin, because I think...
Head boy? Head boy? Head boy?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
I am hearing you now. Go ahead.
Right. And I'm saying for over 3 weeks we have been discussing this matter. But something has been remiss. And I've not seen it come from the opposition. I have not seen it come from anybody. Do you know why Jamaica signed the TCN agreement?
I don't know. I think a friend them a look.
You're correct. Absolutely correct. And I'll tell you what, the friendship is called the Shield of Americas. Yes?
Yes.
Let's explain to your listeners that Jamaica was never invited to the Shield of Americas. Only 3 Caribbean countries was invited: Trinidad, Tobago, Guyana, and Denmark. Yes?
Yes.
The Shield of America is that right now America is not recognizing the OAS, the Organization of American States.
Yeah.
They're not recognizing them.
Okay.
So what they're doing is that they're setting up their own version or proxy
of the
to
OAS.
to the OAS.
Oh.
Which is called the Shield of America. Yes? Now, Jamaica, any country that does not want to sign on to the TCN matter will not become a member of the Shield of Americas.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh.
And that is what they're not telling us. Because what does the Shield of Americas entail? And by the way, I want to pick up what's her name on IRFM. What's your name? Andrea.
Oh, Kabu.
Born in Africa.
Kabu.
Yeah?
Kabu.
Kabu.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Kabu did a very informative piece on it, Colin, and I'd encourage anybody to go back maybe 3 weeks back and listen to what he said about the Shield of Americas. Yeah? And when we dig deep into it, Colin, we realize that what it is, is that America intends now, as they have said, that this is their backyard. Yeah? And if you look at what they're doing,
you know where you throw around your backyard, right?
Shit.
And garbage and all of them something there. Because you might have a little garden run at the backyard, so you throw the garbage, the peeling skin, and all of them sitting around there. Hey, Tala, continue. And you have ag pen run at the backyard and all of them something there.
Right. So when you look at it, that's what is happening. And then the other discourse I want people to follow is they need to go read the white paper from Gaston Brown in Antigua that was tabled in the parliament.
Yes.
Yeah? I read the white paper, Colin, and I could make it available to you if you so wish.
Please and thanks. Yes, man.
I will send it to you right after our discussion is over, brother. And I tell you that the white paper says something that is going to be embarrassing to Andrew Holness. Gaston Brown says the reason why they cannot take on these people in the first instance is that you will create these people will become stateless.
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
And by virtue of being a member of the United Nations Convention on the Treatment of Persons, yeah, you cannot allow people to become stateless. Yeah. So that is one of the first things that stood out. But he went further. He said that if you look at the arrangement, it violates the basic constitution of Antigua, and so would it do in terms of Jamaica as well.
Oh.
Yeah?
Okay.
Because we all have similar constitutions. Yeah?
Yes.
So when you look on this thing, Colin, and he pointed out, he says, if we were to consider the arrangement, firstly, the government of the United States would have to put deposit, put down 75,000 per each individual, plus additional unplanned expenses. And but you know, is way of saying him not do it, but him just make some unrealistic thing when him know them not do it too.
Put in, you have to put money for contingencies, miscellaneous. Yes, things we're not plan for.
Because he said that they will never overburden their economy. And he said something strong in the white paper. He said that it's a violation of the sovereignty of countries to force us to accept people who are of questionable character.
Tell
He says it's and their
because
ambassador,
Ed boy, no matter how simple you look at it, you know, to breach a country's immigration rules is a criminal offense.
Yeah, but it's a violation of your sovereignty if you cannot enforce your immigration rules, Colin. You're a failed state.
Yeah, so when a man go in a man's country illegally, it is a violation. And Chang wants us to believe that these people are angels.
Well, but they would like to tell us no angels were unalive at Green Bay. Yeah, but boy. You know, and as I yield to the panel, Colin, you're watching how the war intensifying in the Middle East.
Oh yes, hopefully again. Not done, brother.
Not done.
Somebody had said this would be World War III, and it really looks like it now. And then hold on it, boy, we can't miss all the war between the Russian and the Ukrainian increase as well. We have to keep our eyes. We have to be focused.
Ukraine has been, and this is why, Colin, we have to worry about what is happening at Petrojam. And I keep on talking every time I get the chance.
Hold on, it, boy, because I know Chris not going to be long. So let me just, before you go to Petrojam, let me just take Chris. Hold on. Chris.
Hey, Colin. Hey, head boy. I just wanted to point out the caller that calling about Michael and all that nonsense. Let me point out something to him. After the American wrecked the Jamaican economy, they did not offer Jamaica low interest rate to rebuild back the economy. As a matter of fact, they had the draconian measures so that the hospitals were destroyed, the schools were destroyed. So they win the battle and they turn their back and walk away for us to pick up the pieces. On top of that, they had flooded the country with M16. So
yeah, man.
This brother I need to go back, go figure out why I'm talking about. Because listen, a man can't come mash up your house and then don't owe you nothing in return.
Yeah,
you talk about reparation. They hold Jamaican reparation for what they did in the 70s.
That's how the political violence started in Jamaica.
Yes, they wrecked the economy to make a point because they wanted money out. Okay, you win the battle. And then instead of offering the money you put in low interest rate to build up back the social services, cut all of the hospital, what you're doing in the hospitals and the schools so you can save money, and run the country into the ground.
That is how the debt to GDP got to 262%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then and Portia came back and restored that thing and then come back and mash it down in the 90s again. What this guy talk about? Propaganda is not facts, you know.
All right, brother.
You know?
I would love him. I would love him to come back because I want to take him through the 90s. So we did a little on the 70s and the 80s. I want to now take him through the 90s. So I am inviting him back for another lesson.
All right, my friend.
One love. Yes, Ed boy. Let's look at. You want to look at Petrojam quickly?
Right. Quickly, Colin, because there is something that is worrying to me that's happening at Petrojam, and I don't think it has somehow caught the public's eyes. Do you know? And I am speaking from fact now, that as we know that the refinery is operating at 35. Maybe 28,000, 35,000 barrels a day.
Yeah.
Optimum. That's where it's supposed to be, but it's really operating at 28.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know right now the refinery is having difficulties purchasing fuel?
No, I never know that. Why? Why so?
Because what they're doing they are doing spot, right? So when they go to buyers, remember fuel, as I said, is a 12 months contract, and nobody likes to do spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they go to the market, they're actually going to spot. And in fact, they're having discussions with people to tell them that if they could buy the fuel and they make the arrangement to resell and give them the money. So we need to ask the question.
So that's corruption. That's corruption.
Exactly.
That's corruption, Ed boy. So they're looking at middle buyer. They're looking at middleman to buy the fuel, then sell we back dearer and give them piece of the cream.
And give them peace. And I tell you how wicked this situation is. They have been looking for a particular type of fuel called Vasconia. Yeah? That is the sour crude that the refinery can process. Because remember that Venezuela built the refinery, so it was built to accommodate Venezuela.
Crude, yes.
Sour crude.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you believe that when Andrew went to Guyana, right?
Yes.
There was a delegation from Venezuela that was there. He met with them, and I'm not asking you, I'm telling you this. He met with them, and the Venezuelans made it in no uncertain terms that they will not be engaged in Petrojam. Yeah?
Huh? I am sure though that if a PNP administration in place, they will. I am sure.
They will. But I tell you why they're not going to engage them, Colin. We still must remember, and we have been saying it, they have not given the funds to the people.
Well, Daryl Vaz was asked about it in a press briefing, I think it was last week, by Zara Burton. And because she said to him, now that Venezuela is in problem and need funding, will the Jamaican government give them back them fund? Daryl Vaz told him that it is in litigation, so they can't just give it back.
It is not in litigation.
That's what Daryl told Zara Burton, my brother.
But Colin, you know, and we must debunk, because they keep on using this thing that gets me annoyed, and I'll heal now so that somebody else can come through. But you know what I don't like? We have a novice like Daryl Vance telling us about litigation. I don't even know if Daryl knows to spell litigation.
Sure, behave yourself,
but
man.
There is no litigation occurring. It is simple. You decided to divest the people's shares, right?
Yes.
Just give them back their money.
Because they are in need right now. They are in need right now.
And pending the dispute settlement, what comes out of it, then you can actually go sit back with them and partner if that's the case.
Come on, give out the people
but you can't, because them spend it.
Hey, Tala.
Anyway,
later, brother. Yeah, man. Blessings, Ed boy. Nice to hear from you. 1-876-804-7072. Now, like up the video for me now, please. Like up the video. Take me to 1,000 likes. Me like get 1,000 likes. Caller, morning. Welcome to the Talk Jamaica. You're the final call this morning. You're the final caller. Go ahead.
Greetings, Colin Bell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard you there. You were debating with a gentleman there about the economy in the 70s and such and such.
I was, yeah.
I waste of time that, you know.
Definitely.
I'm kind of disappointed in you, you know. Because that is distraction, my brother.
No. Hold on.
You know, see the brother is an agent that, you know.
Yeah, man, but guess what?
That comes to distract, man.
But my brother, hold on. You see what I'm come with is what they have on many platforms telling people.
Yeah, so you do not give him that time.
No, but hold on. That is a diet that they are feeding people. If you don't, you see, and I said it earlier, that I think the PNP must make an effort to deal with that era and explain to people what happened, because they are innocent people. Hold on. There are innocent people out there that they are giving that data and that information. One of the things that they said that is critical that the guy say, you know, that you have to explain to people when him say who was in charge when the CIA and America joined forces with the Labour Party to mash up Jamaica. So if you don't get a chance to explain to people that, yeah, me have my house, the Dan send for my daughter, me tell the Dan say me not send my daughter come down, they gonna give you, and the Dan burn down my house. You have to explain that to people. You understand?
Colin, you me I say no.
Yeah.
That brother, yeah, man, is not agent.
Yes, man.
Intention is to just disrupt and distract you.
There's no doubt that he's an agent.
Hold on. It's just like a Damon Crawford thing. That no need no discussion. All them things there are distraction and waste of time in regards to what we need to discuss in regards to the development of Jamaica.
Me understand you, but when them agent they come, they give you a chance to show so you know where you talk about and when we're over here.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to watch you have to put a time limit, because the two things we can't replace in a life, You see time and energy.
Yeah.
Once that gone, you can't replace them two elements there.
Well, we should
put a time limit
that I agree.
You put a time limit for him bomber class.
No. Hold on. We don't go to that level up on our channel here. Yeah? Please. Let me Yeah, let me apologize. Let me apologize to the listeners. We not got a language they do, my brother. Yeah, we don't say a social media, but we try our best keep it clean. All right?
All right, my brother. Call in respect here.
Respect and thanks, man. Me understand still.
Love you, my brother. Love you, my
brother. Hallelujah. The man said, put time upon him, Yeah, man. That I agree with. We could have put some time, but me long to have one of them discussions. Me not lie to my listeners and viewers. Me long for all a labor right and knock him. Me want a couple more for forward. Make we can basically teach them and show them say them not have no argument. Because they think their argument strong, Yeah, man. Hold on the caller.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to show them because we're no mongrel, We are no mongrel. And we have a fox together. Go ahead, caller. I did say final call, but go ahead.
You know something? Brilliant. The only thing is, I say, you had so many helpers that was calling in to help you read and teach him,
Yeah, man.
You think you were the general. You said this one you have for me?
Yes. Yeah, man. What him? I'm want to come back, Me I beg him to come back because I need to have a labor right to take him through the 90s because I love to talk about Finsack. So I want him to talk to me about Finsack. Come back. Caller,
but you
listen,
know
me I beg you. Come back, make we discuss the 90s because he went to 40% of GDP, when me ask him about the 80s. But that is in the 90s. So if you want to talk about the 40% of GDP, please forward. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. Mr. Bell, you know what I have to say this morning when I hear him start with continuity, and then he said 1972, the only thing, me not have to touch nothing else, and maybe you can get another one, caller in. 1972, 62 to 1972 is a 10-year window. When did the pound turn to Jamaican dollar?
Oh, dollar, yes,
because a month economy. That is the one thing me have to ask him and all of the GLP that will come with a narrative.
When did the pound turn to dollar? 69. And when it changed? 69?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, 62. No, Colin, because I remember even 1972. Remember, I said 69 to 72, I go 3 years,
Yeah, man.
3 year difference,
But no, when I say, when did the pound change to dollar in Jamaica? Alexa, when did the pound change to dollar in Jamaica?
Don't give him the answer, Colin. Don't give him the answer. Can come to you with money and economics. Let Uncle Ralston ask him in comparison to the pound value to the dollar value and the infrastructure that was in Jamaica to back up the dollar.
Yes.
That's all me have to say. Make Uncle Ralston. Don't forget the Uncle Ralston. If me not hear you, I'm going to ask him tomorrow evening.
Yes.
Have a good one. Maybe you can take another one. But boy, General Colin Bell.
We have to run, though. We have to run. Listeners and viewers, this morning was an enjoyable morning. Me like when me can knock you labor right them. I want to come back. We could talk about the 90s. It was a good Sunday morning. God bless and keep you. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet tomorrow evening, Sunday evening. Hold on, I want to show you this video from down West. but the brethren send me. Look what go on. This is yesterday down West.
This White House Market, brother.
Yeah, White House Market.
People
no clean up after the hurricane.
Everything still there.
Terrible.
Still no help, Jamaica. No help. Look on that.
Yeah.
Still no help.
Terrible.
No help.
I'm going to link this brethren here so we get some videos
Crazy
from down there.
Still no help, macho.
Yeah, let me explain to him. My listeners and viewers, it's been